Hi guys, this is Tara with Gaia Tarot 13, and this is your weekly tarot card forecast for June 11th through June 17th, 2017. As always, I'm pulling 3 cards from the tarot deck. One for your work and financial life. That one popped out the side. One for your love and romantic life, and one for your home and family life. That one's sticking out the top. Usually I just pull them off the top of the deck, and that one, okay. But sometimes they jump out at me, and they have been kind of jumpy today, so, like I can't even get I'm trying to reorganize them. It's doing that today. It's going to be that kind of a day. Alright, so, in your in your work and financial life, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. You're going to have a pretty busy week. You're going to have lots of stuff going on, lots of projects that you're trying to work on all at the same time. This could be like actually in work where you're trying to like do your thing and then help someone else, and then the boss gives you an additional project that's due like 3 days ago, and you know, you're trying to juggle all things like that. Or it could also just be like however it plays out for you, because it's different for everyone, right? So it could be that you are trying to juggle your work with your home life. So it's like, okay, I've got to, you know, go to work, but then I've got to take the kids to soccer practice, and then I've got to try and like go home and make dinner, and then I've got to go and pick them up from soccer practice, and you know, kind of like that, where you are just like running around juggling a million things. And this card is saying that like you're doing it kind of all right. I mean, you're not really like mastering any of it, but you're doing okay for now. But don't try to take on any more things. So in that second example, if you're trying to run around and pick the kids up and all those things, and then your partner calls you and says like, can you also pick up my dry cleaning? Like, no. The answer is not like, yeah, I'm out, I can do one more thing. You can't do that one more thing. And like, while it may seem like a really simple, easy thing, like I'm already out, sure, I'll just stop by there too. It's going to make you late for picking up your kid. It's going to make, just don't, you can't do it. That's what this says. You can't take on anymore. You might want to, but you got to have a limit. You got to have a time when you tell people no. So whether that's, you know, your spouse with taking on that extra little errand, or whether it's your boss at work, like, I can't, I've got my hands full, can you delegate that? Of course, you've got to, you know, handle a little more delicately when you're talking to your boss, but I've got my plate full, can you delegate that to someone else? Or I can do that, but one of these things will have to wait. Which one of these things I'm currently working on do you want me to put off and prioritize that? You know, I mean, like, he might just end up giving it to someone else anyway if you say that. Don't try to just think that you're Superman or Superwoman and you can do it all. Don't take on any more this week. In your love life, which I was so excited to get to before, probably shouldn't have been so excited about. This is the Nine of Swords reversed. It's kind of a scary looking card if you've seen it. It's kind of a scary looking card, but it actually really isn't as daunting as it seems. This card is about feeling like the world is ending. Feeling stress and anxiety and fear and like all those bad feelings all at the same time. Except when it's reversed, it means like whatever you're freaking out about isn't a thing. So a better way to put that, and as it applies to your love life, if you have a partner or someone you're dating and you're like, maybe it's fresh, and you're worried about like, oh, I did this thing and he's just going to think that I'm like so stupid, and he's, you know, never going to look at me the same way again. He's not going to want to go out on a second date, or he's not going to, you know, all those thoughts that you have, all those insecurities that you kind of get. This is like, that's all inside your head. That thing you're freaking out about, he didn't even notice you did it. So, like that kind of vibe. That's what it is. You're all caught up in your own brain, thinking all of those like world-ending thoughts, thinking all of those like stressful, worrisome thoughts that are kind of like just perpetuating themselves because you think about them and then it gets worse, and then it's just kind of like, it's like a downward spiral. but it's over nothing. This card is just saying that's all inside your head. You're doing it to yourself. It's not ever going to come to pass. That thing you're worrying about, that thing that you thought he noticed and is going to make him never call you again, he didn't even notice. Like, don't even worry about it. Don't even if it's something like big, like, you know, you're walking down the street like in these heels and your heel gets stuck in like a crack in the sidewalk and you like face plant, like first date face plant kind of thing, and you're like, oh my god, I'm mortified, he's never going to want to go out with me again. Like, he's probably thinking like, whatever, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry that happened to her, I hope she's okay, but he's not thinking like, oh my god, she doesn't even know how to walk, like, I'm never going to call her again. None of that's happening. It's all inside your head. Don't worry about it. In your home and family life, we have the Fool upright. And this is you about to undertake a new endeavor. Perhaps you are buying a house or moving to a new place. This is you like at the beginning, taking the very first couple steps in what's to be a new journey or a new life or a new something. However this is playing out in your home life, it could be that you are, you know, proposed to, and that's like the first part of like this new period of your life, or you find out that you are pregnant, you're gonna have a kid. Like, this is, you know, entering the new time in your life, embarking on the very first steps of embarking on a new journey, someplace that you haven't been before. So however that works out for you, obviously, I hope it's something that you are excited about and wanting, you know, marriage, kids, moving to a new locale. But even if it's not something that you are super excited about, even if it's something that you happen to find yourself in that situation and you're kind of like, well, this is what we have to do, like, remember, it doesn't have to be a bad journey. New isn't always better, but it isn't always bad. New is just new, and it could be fun and exciting, and you can learn a lot from it because it's new. So that's what we've got this week. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube page. If you want to get a personal reading with me, the only way to do so is through my website, which is GaiaTarot13.com. Told you it was going to be that kind of a day, like this kind of a week. That's how the energy is today. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr, where I pull a tarot card every day, reading the energy of that specific day. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.